Gene therapy is an experimental technique that uses genes
to treat or prevent disease. In the future, this technique may allow doctors to treat a disorder by inserting a gene into a patient's cells instead of
using drugs or surgery. This includes
replacing a mutated gene with a healthy copy,
inactivating or knocking out the gene that's acting weird,
or introducing a gene to the body that knows how to fight certain diseases.
It is theorized that this would allow the geneticist to combat certain kinds of cancer.
Unvaccinable viral diseases
such as H1N1.
No, and generally,
God, please, no! 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 No!
Times, something beautiful happens in this world.
Lindsay!
You don't know how to express yourself, so you just gotta sing.
So, Gene, how do you feel?
Well, I just wish there was something I could do to fit in.
And how is that working out for you?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like I don't fit in with the other genes. Like I'm somehow different. They treat me like a mutant.
Well, you see, Gene, luckily for you... Alright, no. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. Similarly to the unexpected genetic consequences of cloning Dolly the sheep, we may actually see genetic errors presented in cloning return with gene therapy, resulting in situations in the patient worse than the original that was to be cured. Hey, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my new radio show. For those who weren't listening, in this episode we're gonna be talking about genes. Again. Now, as some of you know, Dolly the sheep was a sheep that was cloned, but for some reason, no one's really sure why. She died a bunch of times. Tried some 200 odd times, never worked. And basically, what the Gene Crusher is saying here is that this could present itself again in gene therapy. We don't know how genes work. Kind of. I mean, if you had been paying attention in class. Yeah, see, we didn't think Dolly would have any problems. She had a grand total of 200 problems. So, yeah. Yes. But what you fail to understand is that the potential cure for otherwise incurable diseases, for example, cancer, or variations of viruses without vaccinations and underlying genetic problems that drugs could otherwise only temporarily cure. Using gene therapy for curing it in this generation would prevent it from being passed on to future generations.
Alright, welcome back. I know you missed me. So basically what she's saying is that if you take someone and you take two parents and then you fix one of them, that means that their children won't be the same, they won't have the same diseases necessarily as their parents. How sweet. But you see, the viruses that you use to implant the correct genes don't actually always target the correct cells, meaning that you could actually see undesired effects. Now, the expected result for something like this would be cancer or a tumor, although it could result in something even worse that we haven't even seen before. Now, this is a very good point. Now, I don't know about you, but basically, you don't want your stomach to think that it's an ear, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but you see, gene therapy cures cancer, so you can cure it. And then none of these arguments would be possible unless the medicine is prematurely released, which will not be the case when the treatment is given to the general public, so...
Yeah, but after gene therapy is fully developed, think about it. Gene therapy makes this whole idea of master race much more available, meaning that we could see a re-emergence of a maniacal racist such as Hitler, only with the ability to change race and attributes. It's unnatural.
Okay, unnatural. Well, people claim that blood transfusions were unnatural when they first came out, but now it happens all the time. Gene therapy will soon be like that, no different from other forms of treatment.
Yes, but it could also become a very cheap kind of biotechnology warfare. Think about it. A fast-spreading virus that instantly gave the public cancer could be put to work all too soon and all too effectively.
Yes, but you're looking at all the negatives. Let's look at the positives, such as furthering the human race. You could take someone who's normal and give them something stronger that could work as a steroid or something to make them stronger, faster, taller, have better eyesight. So yeah, you could make superheroes.
Alright, everybody, you know what time it is. That's right. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, you thought I was gone, but I'm not gone. Alright, it's time to recap everything these doofuses missed. Now, for gene therapy, there are some limitations. You can't fix someone who has everything messed up with them, right? You know, what you gotta do, some people, alright, they have one thing wrong with them, you know, they got a weird eye or something, I don't know. But then some people, they're just a lost cause. There's nothing you can do. No amount of genetics is gonna fix it. No amount of genetics is gonna be worth it. It's just, you don't want that. Now, obviously, to find out what exactly is causing the genetic problems, you need a copy of the DNA from the specific tissue that you're looking to modify. Now, I don't know in what scenario you'd be without a copy of your DNA. You'd just like, oh no, shucks, I forgot my DNA. Gone. But yeah, you need to have a copy of the gene to make the change. Alright, now obviously there are different ways about going about gene therapy. You can if the gene is defective, you can replace it. You can bring in a new gene, or sometimes you can just bust some moves on that defective gene. But experimentation on the human genome is illegal.
All I ever wanted for him was to save the world. To just feel that once.
All right. Honey, I know you're disappointed. So am I. You think I didn't want to see my son fly?
Or have super strength.
Or fly?
Remember. Very good. Sit down.
Oh, wait.
But we can't change who he is. Not without dropping him in a vat of toxic waste. Steve!
Oh no, where would we even find a vat of...
Steve!
I'm thinking.
Sit
Have a seat.
down.
Gene therapy is the future.